This is Commitment 2021. Welcome everyone and thank you for everyone that is watching us. It's the sixth yearly edition in a series of live-streamed events under the original message Reflection of Love. Reflection of Love is a reminder tool. With it, we can commit to an intention to make our choices from a place of love in our heart. Today, we shall do our personal commitments for a new year 2021, aligning to who we are, what we do all together in our transformed world, and what is the accountable action we are taking into the direction in 2021. We are going to literally sparkle our intents. Commitment 2021 participants are leaders in their professional fields. Please connect with each of the participants from the links in the description of this video. Get ready to watch and learn from an excellent performance today. OnEBoard practice session is an announcement I want to take advantage and do. It is in honor of 1 year anniversary of OnEBoard Network. That is our collaboration with a team of Peggy Kyung, Monica Schmidt, and Bob Danley. And I'm honored and very thankful for two tasks we've been doing every day along the year 2020. So next year, we will launch our new service OnEBoard practice session that is all about getting professionals' voices reach out. We have been collaborating from 4 different time zones, meeting mostly on Sundays and with different professional experiences. So I'm very proud of our achievement. Today our speakers are going to make a conclusion about their commitment 2020 and do their commitment 2021. To start with me, I had magnificence for the year 2020, and this is how it went for me, with plenty of magnifying experiences in nature. That's I spent a lot of time picking because magnifying is what I was seeing. And what was challenging for me is this beach for my magnificence commitment. I had to freeze, literally, and spent on the beach 1 week doing nothing, just the sun, the water, and reading a book. That threw me back into my school years. That was a real challenge to me. I'm committing to love for 2021. And now I'm passing the stage to Svetlana.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm very happy to be here again. It's such a nice sort of a think tank with you guys that always I feel really energized and motivated joining your thoughtful discussions. So regarding to my commitment for this year, it was purpose. But of course, I had in mind one purpose when we were beginning in the year, and then it dramatically changed throughout the months when COVID unfolded. And actually this year made me learn one thing, not that I didn't know it, but just the COVID it reminded me that we always, whatever we do, we need to do it with a purpose. Only that before we used to do this with a purpose on our own benefit. Now with the pandemic has shown us that we need to actually do the things with a much broader purpose that goes far beyond the individual, and maybe take care about the community, the society, and the people we network and collaborate with. Because what COVID showed us is actually that no matter how much do we preach that we want to go back to normal, there will be no normal anymore, because this normal that we know had disappeared, which actually will make change our commitments, not just in this year, next year, but in the maybe next 10 years to come. So I'm happy that I chose purpose, because my commitment for this year had only expanded with the pandemic. Now for next year, my commitment, and I'm sorry I can't show my slide because my system is very vulnerable and maybe the connection will break down. But my commitment for next year is unlocking, and I have it dotted unlocking, because I really don't know what is in the year to come. So I leave some space for maneuvers in unlocking the possibilities, unlocking our thoughts, unlocking opportunities after we have all experienced all sorts of lockdowns and all sorts of closed communications, working from home, all sorts of lockdowns that should actually provoke unlocking in the year to come. That would be my commitment, and thank you for really this nice provocation with the commitments, Nina.
You're welcome. That is very nice to hear about your perspectives. And now, Peggy.
Hi, everyone. I'm kind of excited. This is actually the first time I've had this is my second time. So last year was the first time I've made the annual commitment, and it was kind of an unexpected year. My goal for the 2020 was to explore, and that was to be both online and offline. Offline, most of that didn't really happen because the conferences I was going to go to either didn't happen or went totally virtual, and a lot of things changed online as well. There were different priorities, and I think I had difficulty really getting my focus with all that was happening in the world. So for me, 2020 partially worked because I did do some things that I hadn't done before. I actually attended some conferences virtually that I would never have expected to attend in person, for example, just because they were available. And so I did do some exploring, but not what I actually planned to do. So my word for 2021, my commitment is to create, because what I've really found over the past few months is that for me, that's what's personally fulfilling. And it's really an extension of exploring. So it's like the next level, I explore and then use that to create. And I think for me, for my satisfaction, for my mental health, for everything, that should be a good thing.
Thank you, Peggy. It was a challenging year for everyone, and I'm glad you joined last year. So hopefully, yes, partially, but it was anchoring how you gone through all these challenges. And now, David, please.
Hi, everybody. 2020 has been an amazing year, right? Because it's been the kind of year which we're unlikely to forget for so many different reasons, and most of them are bad. And what it's shown, essentially, is that many of our systems are fragile. The 20th century hasn't quite left in the 21st century era, and a lot of the things need to be reconsidered. And my commitment for this year is empowerment. A lot of the stuff I do touches many other people's lives, both in terms of work and also personal lives. And it is always a challenge how to become more relevant in terms of what they do. I think 2020 showed that, or magnified in many ways for us, the sense of powerlessness we feel when things don't work, when the things which we assumed would work, whether they're institutions or systems or societies, simply break down and don't work as expected. At the same time, I think we also all realize that we have the ability to network. Given the right kind of information, given the right kind of approach, the right kind of attitude, we can become stronger together. And actually, we can become part of the solution to many of the issues which we face. So for me, the challenge always is, how do I then spin this around and take the stuff which I do professionally and actually put them out there for people to use in a sense that makes them feel more in control, more empowered, they understand more, they see more, and they get to sort of have a better grasp on what's happening around them. So that's what I'll be working on most of the year.
Thank you, David. And you can always be with us to empower first yourself. So welcome to join us every Sunday you wish to. You have some time, and we are always delighted to meet you. And thank you for the support you are doing for all the internet users. And just kind of the human space, I feel it like dedicated and like to me, like I'm the only one, but it's like what I wish to be. So like, thank you. And now, Monica, please.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Monica here. Yeah, I'm several years already joining this group with the empowerment, and I can tell you the previous commitments have been working up to now. So it's not over when the year is over. It was clarity and transition, and this year was empowering. And the empowering, yeah, it's a very strong feeling. You can give and support other people with it. And I had a very strong experience with my group, with my self-care group, and we had some hiking tours in this pandemic lockdown time. We were outside, and some people gave me so kind and energetic feedback that they were so happy I could organize it, and I spread it good mood around within the group. So this was I was very thankful for it to give to other people. So same here in our group and in the online world, giving good energy and good connection. That's what we are here for. So next year, I will switch over to Discovery. Definitely, I want to travel again. So I wish it. I make it my commitment. I'm sure the world will change again next year, and Discovery online and offline in the world. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. And always a big pleasure to have you with our group, and your support is unprecedented also. Thank you. Bob, please.
Hey, everybody. Good to all see your smiling faces today. Happy post-Thanksgiving. You probably all know me because I'm online a lot as a wildlife advocate, and it's hard to cheerlead for wildlife sometimes when it is so variable. And then as wild cards this year, we had COVID enter the picture, and on a local level, the weather really sucked, excuse me. And obviously the weather plays a really large part in a lot of wildlife populations, and like any undertaking, time and effort is required to succeed. And that weather not only impacted my ability to find wildlife and talk about it and cheerlead for it, but I'm sure that a lot of the people that I consider my mentors or mentees, they might have met or not had very much success this year. And obviously you all know that if you don't get success on a regular basis, it's likely that you're going to stop doing that particular task or activity. So my commitment in 2020 was provocation. Obviously, it's a verb. And my commitment for 2021 is also a verb, and it's actuate. That's I don't know how often people use that word, but basically it's to impel, to motivate, to put into action, to start a process. And I'm thinking in terms of, getting back those people that I really got to go outside and actually look for things that basically they never knew existed. I'm going to try to restart that process, get them engaged, reconnected with wildlife, and hopefully that will also work in my favor too, because I, like many of you, would like to travel more this year, discovery, like Monica said. So I'm hoping you all can do that too, and we can put powerlessness in the rearview mirror, as David was talking about.
Thank you, Bob, and always a pleasure to have you with the group. I'm also so proud with our group that we are affirming life by laughing. Every time we work and complete tasks, we don't stop laughing. And as David Frankl said, because today I'm rereading this book, it's giving me superpowers because, he survived Holocaust, so why shouldn't we survive some kind of a virus? It's the man in looking for the meaning of life, and he says we should always choose life and affirm and be accountable for choosing life. And when we laugh with our group, it's happening, like even if we're online. And David, when he joins, and I take like paparazzi screenshots because I can't resist the smiles. And thank you so much, Bob, for bringing joy to our meetings. And next is Justin, please. Can you unmute yourself, Justin?
Trying to get it up. It's not unmute. There we go. Hello, sorry, it was just not unmuting at first. Hello, everybody. It's lovely to see you all, and thank you for inviting me to be part of this wonderful group. It's always very interesting, and the word that I've chosen, I did originally choose elucidation, and with elucidation, it's making things clear and clarifying. And with everything that's been going on this year, it's been difficult for a lot of people to clarify what's happening and how to clear up their lives and how to move on through everything that's been happening. And then I realized that what Nina was looking for was something association with love. And I thought, well, let's clarify with association with love, and me choosing my word this year would be more association with devotion and being devoted to getting on with what we need to get on with and moving forward, and being actually devoted to people in our lives and to subjects and topics and our work. And I am, of course, devoted through my work, but I'm also devoted to my family. And it's been very hard for everybody with connection with our parents. And my mother is quite some distance away, and she's not well. And it's very hard for us all to have that happening to us this year through COVID. So next year, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get connected to people we are devoted to with a lot more ease, and not have all this separation and disconnection that we've had through 2020. So that's my word for this year, and thank you for inviting me to join you all.
Thank you so much, Bridget. Sorry, Justin. I want also to take the opportunity and thank you for your support across channels. Justin is joining us from Sydney, Australia. It's already Monday morning there, and it isn't easy to collaborate across continents, but we are persisting and we stay connected through what we share on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and the things we progress and learn. all the time. So I appreciate very much your support, Justine, and wish you a very happy new year too. And
Thank
yes, Barbara, would you go, please? It's your first time, I know, but you are the excellence of the product expert, so I have no doubt about you, your choices.
Well, hi everyone. And yes, I was going to say this is my first time. So I really didn't have a word for last year. But I chose contentment for this year. I love what Justine said about the word love and connecting it to you. And when you think about contentment, it's self-love. And one of the things with, well, I'm going to say before I go into COVID, one of the things with my past occupation, I recently retired. My past occupation is education. You're always giving love to the other person, and you're always taking care of other people, and you're never taking care of yourself. Well, with the transition to all of a sudden retirement due to COVID, I started to realize, oh, it's time to make time for myself, to enjoy myself, to enjoy being by myself and doing things on my own. I also find connecting it to the social network world and into the things that we do. When you show self-love for the things that you do, it overflows in everything else you do. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is a special word. Yeah, I'm sure it will work for you. Please remember to come back to it occasionally, randomly, every time you feel like a bit lost. You come and watch this event and remember what your thoughts were. Thank you so much. And now let's hear what Brigitte wants to tell us. Can you? We will try in French. Brigitte, est-ce que tu pourrais parler en français, puis on va traduire dans la description de vidéo. Alors,
Alors, je me présente. Je suis Brigitte Falampin, Uras, épouse Uras. Je suis originaire de Lille, dans les Hauts-de-France. Alors, et j'habite dans une très belle région qui s'appelle l'Aveyron. Ma passion, c'est la photographie, comme vous avez peut-être pu le constater sur les réseaux. Donc voilà, j'aime l'art en général et je m'intéresse à tout. En ce qui concerne les effets climatiques, puisque c'est le sujet, enfin pour moi, sur la France et dans le monde. Pour la France, nous subissons depuis quelque temps les influences météorologiques, provoquant des inondations, tempêtes, catastrophes naturelles, comme dernièrement sur la Côte d'Azur, à Tignes, d'une rivière emmenant tout sur son passage jusqu'à la mer et ayant provoqué beaucoup de victimes. Il y en a eu une trentaine. Alors, aussi, dans ma région, particulièrement, nous avons des épisodes cévenols, c'est-à-dire, pour vous expliquer, là où je me trouve, je suis entre l'Atlantique, la mer de l'Atlantique, et la mer Méditerranée. Alors, lorsqu'il y a des effets météorologiques, les nuages, elles se rencontrent, et puis finalement, ça crée des violents orages qui aboutissent à toutes ces catastrophes. Alors, bien sûr, ce type d'événement météorologique dépasse nos frontières, parce que ces épisodes-là, ça se produit aussi bien en Italie et en Espagne, puisque je suis dans une zone, disons, comment dire, stratégique par rapport à la géologie. Alors, la question se pose, comment y remédier? Que faire dans ce cas-là? c'est bien des effets climatologiques. Alors, maintenant, deuxième question, en ce qui concerne le Covid et ses conséquences. Vont de pair, bien sûr. C'est un tout. Alors, pour moi, c'est un désastre humanitaire. Beaucoup de gens le pensent et ça se passe dans le monde. Allons-nous résister à ce phénomène? La question se pose. D'où nos interrogations sur ce que le devenir, ce que notre devenir à l'issue de tout ça. Bon, voilà, ce sont ce que je retiens pour l'année 2020. Bien sûr, j'avais une troisième proposition, mais c'est assez complexe. Il s'agit de l'immigration dans le monde. Et aussi, bien sûr, l'immigration et... Ah, excusez-moi, je suis un petit peu...
Oui, c'est une question très complexe.
Les religions, voilà.
Oui.
Bon, je ne vais pas commenter ni épiloguer sur ces points-là, parce que ce sont des points sensibles, que tout le monde, justement, se pose aussi des questions, évidemment.
Ok.
Voilà,
Je
donc,
vous remercie, Brigitte.
je peux vous parler. Merci.
Oui.
Merci de m'avoir écouté.
Je suis heureuse que vous êtes ici. Je vous remercie beaucoup.
Oui, merci aussi à vous et à tout le monde.
Oui.
Je vous vois tous, c'est très bien.
Oui. Ok.
C'est un événement pour moi.
Oui, I will translate very quickly. Brigitte, we have been together since 2015. She is living in an area between in Aveyron, that is the Côte d'Azur, and they have suffered disasters. So she is committed to discuss online everything related to nature, to climate change, and also to solutions related to COVID. That's what she explained in general. And with this, we are closing our event today. Anyone want to say something before I stop recording? Thank you so much for joining. It was a big celebration to us. Again, OnEBoard Network is hosting this event, and I will be super glad to meet you again next year, because for me, what we do is very important. Every moment is not to be missed, and every momentum, when we make it live in action, is the value of our life. So we should miss any momentum from this 2021. And I'll be glad to host again next year and hear how every moment you succeeded to keep up with the commitments we did today, with love, with discovery, with empowerment, with all the wonderful commitments you told and shared today. And let's be accountable for everything we are, who we are, and the love we have, the loving creatures, humans we are. Thank you so much. And for our viewers, don't forget to subscribe to OnEBoard channel. We have a lot of surprises for you. So that's it. And Happy New Year. Let's wave to our viewers. Happy New Year.